Racing games on the Super Nintendo are a bit of a mixed bag. There's the obvious choices like Super Mario Kart, FZero, Top Gear, or Rock'n'Roll Racing. But then it goes downhill fast. You got Stunt Race FX, which has a god-awful frame rate and slowdown. Then there's Uniracers, which I guess is a racing game? I don't know, it's unicycles for crying out loud. If you're looking for something that mimics Gran Turismo on the PlayStation, meet F1 ROC II. Released in North America in July of 1994, F1 ROC II, or Race of Champions, was a late Super Nintendo release, which is why you probably haven't heard of it before. Developed and published by SETA, or better known as the guys who made only one of the best games on the Super Nintendo in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, maybe they didn't have much under their belt, except for Airstrike Patrol or Nolan Ryan's Baseball, which I covered in the past. If you put F1 ROC II side by side with FZero, right away you see a huge similarity. They dropped the camera in a third-person high mode. It looks like the guys at SETA somehow got the source code for FZero and ended up making a clone, where FZero has a meter that depletes and gaining a boost when you complete a lap. F1 ROC II does away with that in favor of a more realistic simulation type of racing game. You'll start off in the freebie course that you'll have to first qualify for your opening position by doing a time trial. Depending on what place you get in the final race, you'll go up against 26 other cars. In the beginning of the game, I found that it was tough to get past the majority of the cars to at least get one of the top 5 slots in the default amount of laps. That's where you can adjust the amount of laps that you want. It goes up to 65 laps, which I thought was a bit absurd for a Super Nintendo racing game.
Yeah, what are you gonna do today, Retro Kingpin?
I think I'm going to do a race in F1 ROC II.
A race? Just a single race?
Yeah, all 65 laps of the first stage. God, just think about starting off with a clean shave and ending up with a full beard by the time the race is over. After each race, you'll end up with some prize money that you can do a couple of things with. First, you can upgrade your parts by going through the R&D department and give this mad scientist what seems to be an undisclosed amount of money. At first, he'll tell you to start development on either your tires, engine, rear or front ring. You can occasionally check up on the progress and he'll be like, "We're getting there, but need more money?" I wish they would actually tell you how much money is needed for each of the upgrades instead of just guessing. When the parts are finally done, it's great to see the speed of the engine increase or any of the grips increase for better handling. The second thing you can do with your race money is unlock one of the 7 stages of the game. Each of these stages will be progressively harder than the first one, so the upgrades really come in handy if you want to catch some of the other racers. You only get to unlock the race once, and you'll have to come back and pay again, so you'll really see how much grinding is involved in this game. Once you do finish the 7 stages of the game, a set of new courses will be unlocked to try from. Go through the stages again and you'll have to play through the Formula 1 part. In this mode, you'll have to choose between one of 3 teams, either Ford, Honda, or Ferrari. The tracks now have to be done in order instead of re-racing like in any of the earlier divisions. F1 ROC II does come with some downfalls. The graphics aren't exactly that great compared to FZero. Most of the courses look a bit bland. The cars are exactly the same, they just have a different color to them. There's also no music during any of the gameplay. All you can hear is the droning noise of the car at over 300 kilometers per hour, which can get pretty annoying fast, especially if you decide to go for a longer amount of laps per race. F1 ROC II does have a ton to offer and is an excellent choice for a racing game on the Super Nintendo. It isn't just a blatant ripoff of FZero. You'll need an FX Pack Pro or SD2 SNES to give this a go if you don't have access to a copy of this in your region. It uses one of those DSP chips that a lot of flash carts don't offer. It's also fairly inexpensive if you try to find a loose copy on eBay. Give it a go any way you know how. I'm the Retro Kingpin. Thanks for watching.